everything you were told about weight loss was wrong? I hope you have an answer to that question because almost everything you've been told about weight loss is wrong. Hi, I'm Erica Ballard, workplace wellness expert and founder of the B Method. And if you work a 9 to 5 that's never 9 to 5 but still want to get healthy, click this button right here so you can be notified when my new videos drop on Friday. And now, back to it because friend, we have been lied to. We have been told weight loss is simply a calorie deficit issue. You know, if you just eat less and move or burn more, we'll lose weight. But that's simply not true. Because A, your body is much more complicated than a math problem. And you actually know this because you know that 100 calories of kale is handled differently in the body than 100 calories of Oreos. And B, obesity is a result of hormonal dysfunction. It's not a calorie in, calorie out thing. And again, you know this because women gain weight when they are on or near their period. And people on diets gain weight or stop losing weight a few weeks into the process. Now, the latter is frustrating as all get out, but we know people it happens to, and it might have happened to you, which sucks. But friend, it's not surprising because obesity is a hormonal issue, not a calorie issue, because your hormones are dictated by what you eat, not how much you eat. I know we have been conditioned to think otherwise, that we've been conditioned to believe that it's a calorie in, calorie out game. But it's not true because as I just said, obesity, being overweight is a result of hormonal dysfunction. And that hormonal dysfunction is occurring in our insulin. In that if you are overweight, you have too much insulin floating around in your body, which is why people who eat 1,000 calories a day can gain weight on their diet because they are eating 100 calorie snack packs of pretzels and popcorn and Hershey Kisses, and all of those things raise insulin. And when insulin is raised, it stores fat, which packs on pounds. That's why if you want to drop fat, you have to reduce the amount of insulin floating in your system. And the quickest way to do that is by reducing the amount of sugar and processed carbohydrates you consume. Now, sugar is pretty obvious, so I'm not gonna touch that. But processed carbs aren't so clear because we've been told a lot of processed carbs out there, like whole grain bread and whole wheat pasta, are good for us. But here's the thing. Those things turn into sugar when they enter into your body. Because to make whole grain pasta and bread, manufacturers have to pulverize the grain to make them shelf steady, i.e. they have to finally process that healthy carb to bring it to market. And when this happens, something that could have been healthy ceases to be so because when carbohydrates are finally processed, they shoot up your blood sugar, which in turn shoots up your insulin. And like I just said, being overweight is often a result of you having too much insulin in your body, which is why you have to reduce sugar and processed carbs to drop fat, to drop weight. Now, you have to believe me on this. I mean, technically you don't, but you should because I just explained both why people on diets gain weight and why healthy people can eat so much food at a sitting and still lose weight and stay trim. Because it's never been about calories. It's always been about insulin because insulin dictates our ability to burn fat, whether we're healthy or overweight. But again, we've been manipulated to believe otherwise. But if you just could think about it like this, if a weight loss drug had a failure rate of 98% and you took the pill and didn't lose weight, you wouldn't blame yourself for the results or rather lack thereof. You'd be like, well, duh, that drug had a failure rate of 98%. I didn't expect it to work. Well, the calorie in, calorie out method has a failure rate of 98%. So when you take this metaphorical drug, you shouldn't be surprised it doesn't work. And you shouldn't blame yourself because it's the methodology, not you, that is wrong. Because Weight loss is an insulin game, not a calorie in, calorie out game. Now, if you need some help figuring out what foods will keep your insulin low and help you burn fat, check out my What to Eat cheat sheet. You can find it in the description below. And as always, if you like this video and want more like it, go ahead and hit the like button and then hit this subscribe button so you can be notified when new videos drop on Friday.